Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Mark Oldfield, and today I'm going to show you how to replace a drive belt for a 2009 Audi S5 4.2 liter V8. This will work with any Audi S5 V8 between I believe 2008 and 2012, I believe. But it's a little different than, I guess, your average vehicle in replacing a drive belt. Usually, you know, you just get the tool for the tensioner to loosen the tensioner up, make sure the belt's on the right way, unloosen the tensioner, and you probably do a belt in a regular car in probably 5-10 minutes. This one's completely different, unfortunately. There's no room to work with between the radiator and the front part of the engine. It's pretty tiny. You can't even get your hand down there, so you pretty much have to pull the front of the vehicle forward so you can get enough room. Now I've already taken the front bumper off, and you can actually, if you guys need help on that, instructions, just check out the link. I'll post it up here, and then I'll post it in the description below as well for you guys. But first thing you gotta do is obviously take the front bumper off, and then we need to get this front area just pulled away just enough so we can get the tool down there and our hands down there to get the belt on. I did this before in the past. I didn't have to pull out, take any radiator hoses out. I was able to pull it out just enough, so this is what I'm going to show you how to do it without having to take apart any of the coolant hoses or your air conditioning lines. So you'll just have a little bit of enough room to get in there and get the belt on. So let's get to it. Okay, there's the front bumper of the car. You see I've taken it off. What I was talking about earlier was the lack of room in these vehicles to get to the belt. Let's see the pulley down there. But yeah, there's no room to work with, so we need to pull this whole rail back away as much as we can to get in there. How to do that is, first thing you want to do is take these bolts out. There's one right here that goes to the headlight. There's another one next to it. I've already taken these two out. Same on the other side. You get two bolts there. Take those out. And if you go down by the headlights, right at the bottom corner, down on that hole, there's a bolt down there you want to take out. And then below, there's two bolts right there. I've already taken out one. I didn't take out all of them yet. Don't just loosen them up in the beginning, because you want to get something to support this front frame area. This whole frame area, you want to, because it's real heavy. Once you pull it off, you're gonna have to put something in front of it to hold it up, because you don't want to rip any of these hoses or anything like that. And then there's again, take this one off. Right there, that hole right there. These hoses you just move right here. You just pull those out of the way. And then down below, there's two more bolts down there. I've already taken one out. So take those out. Not all the way, but probably about halfway. And once you do that, this thing, you'll see, it'll have a little bit of play in it. And then one other thing you want to take off is this coolant hose right here. Because if you pull it back too far, this thing's very fragile, this little hose right here. It'll break pretty easy. So make sure that's off. Alright, so I'm going to take the rest of these off and see if I can pull this frame back far enough so I can get to the pulleys. Alright, so I got all the bolts off. There's only 1, 2, 3, there's only 6 main bolts that hold this
front frame on. As you can see, I got a lot more room to work with down there. I mean, it's not the best room, but I'm able to get the tool in there to get to the pulley or the tensioner. Yeah, as you can see, look how far back I was able to move this. And actually, we'll come back a little bit farther without jeopardizing or pulling anything out. On this side. So I can even pull it out a little bit more if I needed to. But pretty much that's how you do it to get room to the front section. And what I did before, I took the bolts out. Well, first I took these top ones out. The ones that were right underneath the headlight, down in that little gully, little hole area. Take those out first, and then do the bottom ones last. And before you take out the bottom ones all the way, I just got like a chair and some rubber mats just to put underneath this front frame. Because if you don't, this thing is pretty heavy and you might just like fall and pull something loose or break a wire or something. You don't want to have that happen. So yeah, make sure you got some kind of support underneath this front frame before you unbolt all the bolts. And once you unpull it, I mean, you just kind of pull it towards you and it should slide out. All right, so now I got some oil residue down there. I don't know if the oil pan gasket's leaking or not. When I was down there, I saw some oil around it, so I may have to replace that another time. But today I'm just gonna do the clean up down there and do the put this drive belt on. And this one only has one drive belt. There's only one belt that comes off the crank and it runs the alternator. Okay guys, got the belt on. Definitely helps you have two people, but helping you put the belt on. And my wife helped me out a little bit. But yeah, there's the belt. Let's see if I can get you focused in. So yeah, there's the belt. Tensioner tools, or I guess it's a tensioner tool, I don't know. To loosen the tensioner up so you get the belt on, it's down there and it's connected actually to this pole right here. This is just so you can get extra leverage. I'd recommend if you have a pipe, a hollow pipe, definitely comes in handy. Makes it so much easier. Yeah, so let's take that out. See, there's a tool. So the tool's it's pretty long, but it's not long enough where you can get leverage on it and put the belt on at the same time. It's pretty tight. But with that tool and some help, it makes it a lot easier. I checked all the pulleys, everything looks fine. I cleaned up some oil down there. There was some shreds of the old belt like stuck behind one of the pulleys. So I took all that out. I cleaned out any other belt shrapnel that I found. Make sure you do that if your belt broke or you shredded it. Make sure you get all those pieces out, because otherwise, you know, it can get tangled up with a fan or other spots and cause more problems. So yeah, so the belt's on. I just gotta put everything back together, start it up. And oh yeah, I did get an air filter for it too, so air box is off, so I'll put the air filter in with the air box. And hopefully everything will go smooth. But yeah, in case you are wondering how the belt goes, or how I started it, the very bottom pulley down there, it's hard to see, but that is the alternator. I started on the alternator first, and then worked our way this way. But it basically, it wraps around the crank pulley, which is that big one. And it goes above just the idler pulley, which just sits there and spins. And then from there, it goes on top of the tensioner, around the alternator, back up underneath the tensioner and around the crank. So if you're just wondering, I think there's some diagrams online for this model. Alright, both tires are on. Only thing left I gotta do is install the airbox and put a new air filter. And then hopefully start it up. Alright guys, everything's done. Got the airbox put back on. Hopefully I got all the wires hooked back up, all the electrical connections, and the vacuum hoses. There was only, I think, like 2 vacuum hoses that I had to take off. But yeah, all fit for this. I'm gonna start it up, let it warm up, check for leaks from the valve cover gaskets I just replaced, and just make sure everything's all right. Alright guys, about to start it up. Keep my fingers crossed, hopefully everything is okay. So let's crank it up, see what happens. Oh, before I start, I'm sure you guys want to definitely hear a cold start, so let's do that now. Okay guys, started up fine. It's good news. Checked under the hood, make sure nothing was leaking or no vacuum leaks, so that was good. I'm just gonna let it warm up. I'm gonna take it for a drive. I'm gonna recheck everything. There's no lights on, there's no battery lights on. It usually comes on if the alternator's not charging or the battery's low. We'll have a warning sign for the battery. That one, I got a tire pressure light on, but that's just one of the sensors. And I wish I would have knew this earlier. I just got 4 tires put on. But yeah, I should have had put on the sensors while they were putting the tires on. So
It's just one of the sensors. Each sensor has like a battery inside of it, and eventually they just die. And that's what probably happened to one of the sensors. So next time I'll probably, I mean, it's no big deal. I'll probably just wait till I have to get tires again and just have them replace all 4 of them. And comment below if your wife drives the car and when you get into it to drive it, there's no gas. But anyway, everything looks good. All right, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm beat. I'm exhausted. The whole job took me probably about 5 hours, give or take. I mean, took some breaks in between or whatever, but wasn't too bad. I did it before, so I mean, the first time I did it, I think it almost took me 2 days. It took me a day to get figure out how to get the front bumper off and put it in service mode, or what do they call it? I forget what they call it, but yeah. So it took me 2 days the first time. This time I was able to do it in like probably 6 hours, so not too bad. I got to go to the gas station. You saw, put some gas in the car. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comments, please leave it below. And I don't know what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe. And to my current subscribers, sorry there was no golf today, but I promise it's coming soon. So, but I might do, like, you know, on days where, you know, I can't play golf, like winter time, I'll probably do some reviews. I want to do a review on this Audi, and then probably a review on like the camera gear I use and the lenses and everything. But that'll be in the near future. But there'll be a lot more golf videos this year. There's gonna be a ton of them, and I'm excited. But anyway, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go crash. Thanks again, everybody. I really appreciate it. And don't forget, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe below. See you guys in the next video. Peace.